Hello, my friends. I told y'all I was going to still do tutorials. I'm going to try my best. So all I have on, I always have my brows done, and if you want to see that, that's on my saved highlights. We have brow tutorial there. But the only thing I have on is the mascara because we had to go run some errands this morning, and I was like, well, mascara and lip balm. So that's all I've got on. And I thought we could do some eyeshadow, and since I'm going to be outside for the rest of the day, I was going to wear my Hue Guard because it's SPF 50. And then if you're worried about reapplication, I cannot recommend the stuff I have linked here. It's from Pacifica. So it's a setting spray, but it's, I forget I know it's over 30. I want to say 45, it might be more. But I know that it's over 30. So if I want to reapply it later, it is a setting spray, which I wouldn't use a setting spray, but we're using it more as a very easy to reapply SPF. So that's the link right there. I'm gonna start with some clear eyeshadow base. I think I'll just do something light and sparkly. We're having a lot of fun. We're on a lake. We're actually on like a tributary to the lake. It's beautiful here. I had to take a little break, come inside, hang out with y'all. But I'm going out there. I'm getting back out there. I saw a pelican. Which, where I live, we have brown pelicans, but there's a different kind of pelican here. Y'all know about me and my bird watching. I got too excited about my pelican and I didn't tag. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer. Let's see, what else did I see? I saw some Canada geese. Definitely saw some of those. I don't know what they're doing here. They're best. So whenever I travel, I always have this little mini Natasha Denona palette with me. I love this palette, and it's just so tiny and perfect for traveling. Let's see, I have only my essential travel set with me. So that's what we're gonna be using today. I'm gonna grab this shade on the eyeshadow brush. And just to make sure that y'all feel very at home, Ben is on a meeting in the next room. So you're able to hear him just like at home. And by the way, because we sold out of the C43, just a reminder, we didn't expect to, but here we are. Instead of $135, we're offering this because it has a similar brush. It's now $100, and that's what I'm using today. So I actually made this brush in the Essential Travel Set. I made it a little bit more flat than the E28. And the reason why is because it's really a lot easier to kind of pack it on here. Okay. Then I still wanted you to have a little bit more precision. So if we want to kind of push it into the socket, we absolutely can. But then the way that I actually enjoy blending, where is Sheila? There's Sheila. I'm going to wipe off the brush. And then I like to, hey, what did you? Sorry. I was saying before Ben decided to serenade us, I love you. We're gonna wipe off our brush, and then another reason it's nice and flat is because this is the way that I enjoy to transition, because it's so easy. You just tap to transition that. So you have a little bit more precision, but you still have a nice flat side to transition. They went to go bird watch without me. This is what happens. Everybody's true colors really comes out on the family vacation. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit more of my clear base, and I'm just gonna put a very small amount on the back of my hand. I'm going to pick it up on this brush. Okay, just a very, very, very tiny amount, almost non-existent. And I'm gonna go ahead and just lightly tap that on my lid because I'm about to place my sparkle there. Gene's taking a bath. Gene's actually walking around. He's not sleeping today. He's looking outside. We already went for a walk outside down to the lake. He's so cute. So now I'm just gonna grab this shade, and I don't want it to show up intensely pigmented. I kind of want it to be a wash of sparkle. It's all about how you pick it up. It's also about how dense your brush is. Picking up a little bit more. Perfect. I wanted to still be able to see my skin through it. I thought that was kind of pretty, kind of like a glistening lid. Now I want to do a little bit of a smudgy wing, so I'm going to grab this brush, also in the Essential Travel Set. We're going to pick it up right on the tip of the brush, and I'm actually just going to lay this down first. Same thing on this side. Then I'm going to wipe my brush. Okay, Sheila. Then I'm going to grab the darker shade in this. And I'm just going to smudge it out. just for a little bit of lift on the outer corner. There we go. Easy peasy. So I'm gonna refresh my mascara with my MAC Lash Dry Shampoo. I know that y'all think that, a lot of y'all do, and I get it. It feels like such a gimmick, but when I first started, because I used it way before it launched, I have one with me at all times. Then I am gonna curl them after, like we've talked about before, but we have to powder our lash curler. But this kind of gets it all nice and tacky, darkens it a little bit more. I promise you, it's not a gimmick. We don't do gimmicks here. This is seriously just so good. So I have my Hue Guard tint here, shade 10. This is about to be a disaster. Whew. Okay, so remember, this is a tint, so don't look at these undertones and think, it doesn't have to be as perfect. It's a tint. I'm actually going to use the brush here. See, it's already starting to, see, perfect. But I'm using the brush. This is the one that is very similar to the C43 that sold out. But I just want to even out a little bit. And you can see it's just very blurring. My undertone is definitely still peeking through. I do need to put on more though, but I always, even if I'm doing a tint, I'm going to build up. And put some underneath my eye. And the reason I'm putting it underneath my eye is because I want SPF there. You can see it's just a really even out, glowy, little more blurred version of my skin. I shall continue to apply. Where did, oh, Sheila's on my lap. I'm still gonna put concealer on just underneath my eyes, but we wanted the SPF on there as well. But whatever we miss, I'll have to go to the other room and I'll put it on. I think I left it down at the dock, so I'll just put it on when I get down there. The Pacifica one I was telling you about. Oh wait, before my lashes dry down again, I'm going to powder my lash curler so I can set my lashes. Which I've taught this before. This was on my page a while ago. Maybe I should repost that one. And then I'm just going to set. I like to hold it probably about 15 seconds. All right, there we go. That should hold it. There we go. And I still recommend the C42 for actual foundation, but since this is a tint, we don't have to work quite as hard with it. So it's not worrying about blending out a pigment and smoothing a pigment quite the same. So this is, and that's what I actually wear when I'm on a trip, is usually a skin tint. So that's why I wanted a brush like this. Plus we're gonna be able to do any kind of cream with this. I'm gonna grab my No Makeup Tint Concealer. This is the Makeup Forever one. That's why I'm mentioning that, is this is the one that I would use when I'm not wearing quite as much makeup. That's nice. Where's my cream concealer? There it is. Cream concealer brush. This is also in the set. Watch that blend out. And just in case you're wondering, Rose, do you really wear makeup to go bird watch? No. No, I don't. But you know what I do? I do makeup tutorials for y'all. So I miss y'all and I wanted to hang out. And think of this as, say you're on vacation, but you want to go out to dinner. That's when I would wear this. And I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm just going to switch to powders. The reason why is because I want to start setting. Whenever I wear a tint, I usually want to set everything with powders, powder blush, powder bronzer. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of my mini Givenchy powder. How cute is this? It's the one I travel with. I'm going to even that out on the brush. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set. And the reason we can set with a brush is because we have such a small amount of concealer. And then I'm going to take that and go through here just to kind of continue blending and blurring and melting. I'm gonna pick up some more, same thing, make sure it's nice and even across the brush. And there we go. And we can even set through here with this powder. Actually, I'm feeling kind of spicy and I haven't set here yet. So I purchased these the other day. I already filmed a video, but y'all are my family, so y'all get to know everything first. Okay, whatever they have in here is good stuff. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna pick it up. It was on the back of my hand. I'm gonna put it here. Look at how pretty this is. There's a million ways to use this, but I'm just gonna use it as highlighter today. Actually, let's put a little bit in the center of our lids here. I got the pink one and then I got a more rosy colored one, and you'll see more ways to use it when I post that video. But this stuff is, I'm gonna put a little bit more for the other side. It's a 10 out of a 10. Look at how pretty that is. This one's the gold one. I have the pink one and then I think it's called Rosy. So I'm just picking it up on that cream sculpting brush. So I actually forgot my mirror, so I'm just showing you into just a little eyeshadow palette mirror. Look at this, look at the lid color. It just looks like liquid wet gold, but it does not crease. And it's so pretty on the skin. I honestly cannot get over them. I'm gonna put some on my inner corner as well. Remember the little pointed brush? It's so pretty. So if you're a beginner or you're someone like me that gets absolutely out of control with bronzer, I'm not even gonna lie. This is such a good bronzer because it's very, very, very buildable. So you don't just get all wild all of a sudden and then your bronzer's out of control and then everything's a full glam. So this is a very light glam, keep it under control bronzer, and it's very, very pretty. I love it so, so much, and it's from Kosas, and the shade that I use is Waves. And then this brush that I'm using is also from the Essential Travel Set. Let me warm up my nose. So, okay, let me stop this slide and I'm gonna talk about what I love to do when we travel or when we go on a little vacation. So my favorite thing to do, obviously bird watching, but I also love to go to the general stores. Oh, I love going to the general stores. There is just something so warm and inviting. And then I also love to find coffee shops. And a lot of times in these smaller Texas towns, there are these little like coffee kiosks that you drive up to, and each one is so different and everyone is just so sweet. And the coffee's always so delicious. So I honestly cannot find a bad cup of coffee around here. And it's so much fun to me. And then the grocery store, of course. But that's the general store, but then whatever grocery store. And also Texas towns, people are lovely and it is so much fun. We're having the best time. Now, obviously from this accent, I'm a Texan through and through, born and raised, but I did grow up in Houston, and Houston's a very big city. So you're like, Rose, you're from Texas, but there's something about small town Texas that is just, it's so good. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and set kind of the rest of my face, also lip tinted. These are so cool. They are, I don't know how they're not everywhere yet. So I'm gonna go around the circle because that circle is the more brightening area. I wanna use this to kind of set the rest of my face. The under eye's already set, but I didn't really set the rest of it. But you can see, look, it takes down the shine, but then it doesn't take away the glow. There's a difference between shine and glow. I promise there is. So I'm gonna go ahead and set here, a little bit through here, a little bit more. And then for the brightening part, we can grab that in the center. I'm grabbing it, see how I'm going back and forth? And then we can just brighten up the under eye some more. I don't know why I'm doing all of this. I'm really doing it for you, not the pelicans. So I brought this House Labs blush. They sent them to me, but this is the only one I brought. I just love how this is bronzer adjacent. Grab it on the side and I'm just gonna go to town here. Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like it's what would happen to my face if I was not wearing sunblock, which we wear sunblock. Go wear sunblock. I got too excited and I didn't tell you what color it was. It's Fire Moon, and I believe this is one of their new shades. Now I'm gonna do this lip liner. This is Sephora Collection, the Nudist. It's very cool tone. I'm gonna post that tonight here on IG. I did a nice little, more affordable roundup of cool tone lip liners. In fact, these will be 30% off, I believe, during the Sephora savings event. Sephora Collection's generally 30% off. And that's coming up in April. Isn't that pretty? Pelicans aren't gonna know what hit them. One might land on me and give me a hug. And then I'm just gonna top it with this Patrick Ta, this lip, what is this? Full Syringe. That's the color. I forget, oh, Major Volume. These are the plumping glosses, and then the shade is called Full Syringe. And it's just this really pretty, kind of translucent pink situation, but I love it. All right. We're finished. I'm going to go outside now and chase down the waterfowl. I will not disturb the waterfowl. I'm just sassing. That's it for today. I love y'all so much. Y'all got to see that essential travel set, just essential travel set. I love you. I will post later. I'm going to post the lip liners. I'm excited. So I'll set a reminder here. And in case nobody told you today, I love you so much.